Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this.
Now, this part, yeah, go ahead.
Verse 6. Get your lighters, your highlighters, and right here. Yeah. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Okay.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who hath God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you?
Because he is really saying there is no other nation like us. Case closed. This is not an issue for debate. This is an issue between a father and his children. And what child of good repute and good standing would not want to obey or be obedient to his father and do exactly as his father says to do? The confusion comes when other people want to take our place. That creates a lot of confusion because you cannot give what you do not have.
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Good afternoon, brethren, friends and guests, and I want to welcome you to the live feed of the Israelite Nation Worldwide Ministries. We are the Israelite Nation Worldwide Ministries, and I understand that there are some that are using our name. Please make no affiliation with such groups or camps or people that are trying to capitalize on our name. We are only the Israelite Nation Worldwide Ministries, and only this nation is authorized even to teach our word, even the word from our Father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And that's something that I would like all to know. And I would like to speak about our Father and Israel, the worship of the gods within Israel. Something that was forbidden for our fathers to do, to worship other gods. And I want to tie that in with this time that we're living in right now, you see, because a lot of people are out and they're calling upon their gods during this time. They're going to their shrines. They're going to even to the graveyard and asking powers and answers from their ancestors. But we know in this time, we know who our God is. And in the psalm that I just read, the psalm that I read was Psalm 67. It said, this God is our God. Which means it's very specific then to the persons or the people that is speaking. That this God, the God of Israel, belongs to a set of people. Which is very important to know. Sometimes when you read the scriptures, you glaze over it very quickly and you don't really take in the full essence of what's been said. But let's slow it down. Let's understand why the God of Israel, even the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, is our God.
This is a very important thing. 5 minutes? This is a very important thing for us to know, because all these different languages and all these different tongues our forefathers spoke, but yet they called upon their God. So now that we are here in this particular set time, what language do we speak? We speak English. We speak the language that our forefathers did not know, but yet here we are today calling upon the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. So the language and the tongue issue really is not an issue. It's because we speak English, so therefore we identify our God in English. Let me go to this particular scripture here, and I'm going to end it off with this particular scripture. It says here, in the book of Ezekiel, Ezekiel chapter 3 says this, from the first verse. Moreover, there's that word again. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this scroll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that scroll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak my words unto them. For thou art not sent unto a people of a strange and a hard language, but unto the house of Israel. Not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel would not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. You see the instructions that are taking place here? Our God is sending Ezekiel to go and speak to his people, the children of Israel. And he says, I am not sending you to a people that have a strange language or a hard tongue to learn. I am sending you to the children of Israel. So when we speak to you here today in 2020, believe you me, you can understand what I say to you. I am not speaking a strange language. We are speaking English today. And here's the thing about English. I go to the UK with my brethren in the UK, and they speak the British tongue. We argue all the time when we talk about who speaks English and who doesn't speak English. But the bottom line is we are all speaking English. I go across the border and I visit the brethren that are there in Florida. Whether you have brethren in the Midwest or whether you have brethren in New York, we all speak English. We might have different tones. We might have a different dialect. But in essence, we speak Egyptian. Our elder, when I was born in Jamaica, so when I go to Jamaica, guess what? We speak English, but it's a different dialect. Today, here, now, in the year 2020, we all speak English. So when we go to our people, when we go and speak to our people, I do not have to come out of the 66 books to go and find another language for you to speak, for you to understand me. We are talking about the God of Israel and his people. So therefore we speak and understand English, regardless of the dialect that you have today, whether you're on the West Coast, Midwest, down south, up in the Northeast. It doesn't matter where you go. We speak English today. You can cross the sea and you can speak English. It is the language that our God chooses to communicate to us here today in the year 2020.